Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Gananaham Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Vamashtabastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadana Chanmano Divisi Dasavanam Om Shri Mahaganapatahe Namaha Shruti Smruti Purana Namalayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Parjanta Vande Shri Guru Paramparam Om Shri Shankaracharya Swamine Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahabijam Karavavahai Tejaspinavadidamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
Namaste Mahodaya. Rajeshwari Shivshankar Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Arjuna Uvacha Ayati Shraddhayo Betaha Yoga Chalita Manasaha Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim Kangating Krishna Gachati.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
Yes, Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Kanchino, sorry. Kanchino Bhaya Viprashtaha Chinnabhrami Vanasyati Apratishto Mahabaho Vimudo Brahmanapati.
It's not Kanchin, my dear. Kaschinno Bhaya Vibrashtaha.
Kaschinno. Okay,
Kaschin, yeah.
Kaschinno Bhaya Viprashtaha. Okay.
Yes. Kaschinno Bhaya Vibrashtaha.
Kachinno Bhaya Viprashtaha Chinnabhrami Vanasyati Apratishto Mahabaho Vimudo Brahmanapati.
Good.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
Yes, sir. Etanme samsayam Krishna chetumarhasya sheshataha tvadanyas samsayasyasya chetana hyupapadyate.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Hyupapadyate.
Chetana hyupapadyate.
Correct.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Yes. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Pathanaiveha Namutra Vinashastasya Vidyate Nahi Kalyana Krit Kaschit Durgatintata Gachati.
Good.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Prapya punyakritan logan ushitva shashvati samaham suchinam shrimatangehe yoga brashto bijayate.
Okay. So yesterday we did after this shloka. We were just starting to discuss about this previous shloka. So what Bhagavan says is that when somebody is already in the journey of understanding their self, and they are doing all the kinds of things, either a karma yogi or a jnana yogi, and then they get into meditation, using their own buddhi, they are trying to understand the self, and realization is what they are aspiring for. Moksha is what they are aspiring for. In that particular process, in case somebody dies, what happens? That's what Arjuna told. He wanted to know what will happen to those people. So Bhagavan had told in the previous shloka also that when they are going to be doing a good deeds, and they are also going to have a focus in terms of realization, then they will never be having any durgatim. They will not have any kind of bad end. So he says that do not worry that these people will not go down, do not have a bad end. Then he said, Prapya Punyakrita Lokan Ushitva Shashwati Samaha. They will also be able to get Punyakrita Lokan. They will be able to get into the place where all the people who have done lot of Punya. So he will be able to go to that particular place. Ushitva Shashwati Samaha. They will be able to go there and then be there enjoying that particular state for sufficient number of time. And then after that punya is all exhausted in that particular punya loka, then these people who have already been in the process of self-realization, they will be born in Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe. In Srimatam is a wealthy family. Shuchinam, in this particular case, we need to look at it as the family which is committed to dharmic activity. Shuchi means basically clean. In this case, a clean family, which means they are very, very dharmically oriented family. So this particular person who is already in the process of self-realization, if he dies halfway through before realization, he will be able to be born in a family which will be dharmic in nature and also with all comfort. Srimatam is wealthy. Gehe yoga brashto vijagate. So Bhagavan says that people who have fallen from yoga will be getting birth in that particular kind of family. But Bhagavan need not have used the word yoga brashta because Bhagavan is already told Durgatim na gachati. He has already told they will not get a Durgati. So he doesn't have to say that they are falling from yoga. Just because Arjuna had told yoga brashta what will happen to them, he is again using the word yoga brashta will be getting born in these kinds of families. So Shuchinam Srimatang Gehe. So if you look at that way, they are dharmic family, wealthy family, but wealthy in the sense, why he has put Shuchinam Srimatam is that a wealthy family does not provide, need not provide sufficient values for the children. Okay, if you look at a boy or if you look at anybody, boy or girl born in a wealthy family, there's going to be a tendency of pride coming into them, and then there's going to be a tendency for them to have what is called a kind of, they are entitlement kinds of things also come to them. So Bhagavan has put Shuchina. He said they may be very, very comfortably placed in their life, but they are highly committed to dharmic way of living. So Shuchinam Srimatang Gehe Yoga Praktobi Jayate. In some of the commentaries that I was reading about this Shloka, they also said that the person should be born in the house. He will be born in a house which has got lot of value system and also knows what is the value of really struggling for certain things. Because they say that in terms, it is not that they were denied. They will have to put some amount of struggle in terms of managing a lot of things. So he says that only in those kinds of situations, the lot of values will be added. Otherwise, just a very rich family, somebody is born, the possibility of them getting into high level of ego, high level of pride is all going to be there in the brought up, and that is going to make them find it very, very difficult to move. So Bhagavan wanted to ensure that these people do not have a bad start. So he wants to ensure that they will have a good start when they are going to be in the subsequent birth. But he is ensuring that they will be born in a family which is going to be dharmic oriented, which will have a lot of kind of comforts, so that will be conducive environment is available for them to pursue whatever they were not able to pursue in the previous life. That Bhagavan is able to guarantee in this shloka. So now we'll go further.
Anupama
I
Bhagavad.
want to tell is just before yesterday there was a small talk which came up when we were closing the thing. If you look at that way, only what I am not an authority in terms of how a person takes a human birth, etc. I do not know about those things. What some of the scriptures tell is that if the entire bucket of karmas that we have been carrying, a Sanchita karma over so many lives that we have lived, if the punyas are outnumbering the papas, then we are given an opportunity for being a human being. Okay. So Bhagavan, when he is giving birth, anybody who is having a birth as a human being, they will come with a set of prarabdha karmas which they have to exhaust in this particular body. So they come with a prarabdha karma and they are given a body, and they will also be having all the kinds of gunas which they have been carrying from the earlier life. Sattvic guna, rajasic guna, tamasic guna, whatever they may be having, they will also carry some of those impressions which are there in the mind. We'll be talking about it in the few slokas from now. So it does not mean that just because somebody is born as a human being, they will reach God. No. Duryodhana was also at the same time there when Arjuna was there. Duryodhana is unfit to be getting realization because he is not having a capability of realizing God and understanding good values. Just because somebody is entering into a college at the first year of a college, there are 100 students joining. It doesn't mean that all the 100 students will be successful in their college education. Just because some 15 people join a good company, not necessarily that all the 15 people will be able to come up successfully. It all depends upon individual capability, individual's attitude, individual's sincerity and hard work, etc. So the free will Bhagavan gives along with the package of the prarabdha karma, how one uses and how one is able to advance, Bhagavan is leaving it to the individuals. He will not do just because somebody is born in this particular world, it doesn't mean that he'll be getting a free ride into moksha. Impossible. So I think yesterday we had this discussion which we did not close properly. So I want you also you all to understand, just because we got a birth as a human being, moksha is not ensured. Moksha is ensured. That is not the way it is. It is there is a lot of processes. Even jnanis who have been struggling for years, they have not been able to get, and that is the reason why the question has been also asked. And secondly, many of these jnanis would have gone through these kinds of good karma and good punyas over so many births before coming to this particular birth, and then they are spending some time and then they are getting realization. So it does not guarantee that just because somebody takes a human form, they are straight away they are going to be given moksha. No, there is going to be a lot more of struggle that is required in terms of gaining moksha, which is the process that Bhagavan is now telling in the entire Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय.
Namaste. अथवा योगिनामेव
अथवा योगिनामेव अथवा योगिनामेव
कुले भवति धीमताम्
कुले भवति धीमताम् कुले भवति धीमताम्
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्.
Next.
Gurumurti Mahodaya.
Yes, sir.
एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम्
एतत् दुर्लभतरम् एतत् दुर्लभतरम्
लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
एतत् दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्.
Good. Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्.
अथवा, not atva, अथवा.
अथवा.
Yeah, the ta should be full ta, not half ta.
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्.
Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
Next,
श्रीमती भगिनी
first line 2 times.
नमस्ते महोदय।
Namaste.
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्।
Next.
शांति बद्री भगिनी
Yes, sir.
Yeah, second line 2 times.
एधत्ति दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् एधत्ति दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
Ethaddi. Okay, if ta is first, similarly durlabhataram. That ta is on the first. Ethaddi durlabhataram. Bhataram.
एतत्ति दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् एतत्ति दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Next,
विजयलक्ष्मी आर भगिनी
the entire shloka once.
नमस्ते महोदय।
Namaste.
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरम् लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Good. Next.
काश्मीरा भगिनी
Yes, sir.
Yes, full shloka.
Yes. अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Good. Next.
लीना मेहुल दामा भगिनी
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Good. Next.
उषा श्रीनिवासन भगिनी
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Good. Next.
के ललिता भगिनी
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Good. Next.
लक्ष्मी बीवी भगिनी
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
Good. Next. One more person.
राजेश्वरी शिवशंकर भगिनी
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्।
So, in the previous shloka, he told that there's no yoga bhrata, they will never become a yoga bhrata. In fact, they'll be able to be born in a Suchinam Srimatam Gehe. So, he's told that they'll be born into a very cultured family, a dharmic family, a comfortable and wealthy family, they'll be born. Now, in the second, this shloka is Atava or Yoginameva Kule Bhavati Dhimatam. Wise Dhimatam is wise people. Okay, wise people like yogis. Okay, Yoginameva Kule. Wise people like yogis in that kula, in that family, they'll be born. He says that they may be born also in a family who are very, very wise, consisting of wise people who are like yogis. Which could, this particular yogi, what they are referring to here, has got to be only karma yogi, because sannyasis will not, are also yogis, but they will not have a family. So here we have to understand that it is karma yogi's house. So look at the boy or a girl who is born in a house where the parents are karma yogis. They'll be able to see the parents who are highly committed to different type of living. So they look at the entire everything as a kind of Brahman, and then whatever they do is with the kind of attitude of Karma Yoga. So this child, right from the time it is born into that surroundings, the family, the way they talk, the way they are able to approach things, very objective in terms of Karma Yogi. So he is going to be born in that kind of a family. Okay, so he says that he or she, they'll be born in that kind of a yoginameva kule bhavati dhimata. They'll be born in that kind of karma yogi family where both the parents are committed to karma yoga, and then right from day one, they get a very good start. The child has got a wonderful start of life in this particular world. And but he says that etad he, however, this one is durlabhataram. It is extremely difficult. Loke janma yaditrisham. In this world, to get a birth in this kind of a family is extremely difficult. But there is a possibility that some of them will be able to have a jump start or a head start by getting born in the kind of a family who are committed to very, very high level of values. And parents are already karma yogis, and they are able to be able living the life with the karma yogis and learning from childhood days itself as to how one should behave, what kind of karma one should do, what is the attitude of karma. So look at the kind of blessing that Bhagavan is giving for those people who are advanced in terms of self-realization. Okay, so this is the other thing that Bhagavan has assured. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Tatra tam
buddhi sanyogam.
Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam. Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam.
Labate paurvadehikam.
Labate paurvadehikam. Labate paurvadehikam.
Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam. Labate paurvadehikam.
Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam. Labate parvadehikam. Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam. Labate parvadehikam.
Good. Next.
Gurumurti Mahodaya.
Yatate cha tato bhuyah.
Yatate cha tado bhuyah. Yatate cha tado bhuyah.
Samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Samsiddhau kuru nandana. Samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Yatate cha tato bhuyah. Samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Yatate cha tado bhuyah. Samsiddhau kuru nandana. Yatate cha tado bhuyah. Samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam. Labhate paurvadehikam.
Tatra tan buddhi sanyogam labhate paurvadeshikam. Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam labhate paurvadehikam.
Next.
Sharatchavan Mahodaya.
Yatate cha tato bhuyah. Samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Yatate cha tato bhuyah. Sansiddhau kuru nandana. Yatate cha tato bhuyah. Samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Good. Next.
Yatate cha tato bhuyah. Sansiddhau kuru nandana.
Good.
Shanti Badri Bagini.
First line 2 times.
Tatra tam buddhi sayyogam labhate paurvate hikam. Tatra tam buddhi sayyogam labhate paurvate hikam.
Good. Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bagini.
Second line 2 times.
ते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन यत ते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
Good. Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bagini.
The entire shloka once.
तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Devi Bagini.
Entire shloka.
Yes, sir. Tatra tam buddhi sayogam labhate paurvadehikam yatate chattato bhuyaha samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Good. Next.
Srimati Bagini.
Yes, Madam.
Yeah.
Shloka Madhya.
Yeah, full shloka once.
Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labhate paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuyah samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bagini.
Yeah, full shloka.
Yes, sir. Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam labhate paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuyah samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Good. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R Bagini.
Full shloka.
Tatra tam buddhi sayyogam labhate parvadehikam paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuyah samsiddhau kuru nandana.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bagini.
Yes, sir.
Full shloka.
तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bagini.
तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bagini.
Yes, sir.
Full shloka.
Tatra tam buddhi sayyogam labhate paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuyah samsiddhau kuru nandana.
One more person.
Rajalakshmi Bagini.
तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
Okay. So now Paurva Dehikam means in the earlier body. Okay, Paurva Dehikam. Before this new body has been taken, Arjuna is only telling that, in this particular situation, when I am not able to realize myself, or when somebody is not realizing and they lose their body, okay, in that body, with their buddhi, they were able to do some level of understanding that, getting that jnana, and they were in the process of trying to do self-realization. So they have done something in the earlier body with their buddhi. Okay. Only thing they were not able to be successful in getting the realization. So Paurvadehikam labate buddhi. So now whatever he has got in the earlier body, now he is now what? He is now gone in either a kind of Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe or Yoginam Kulad, Yoginam Eva Kule. He is gone in either yogi's family or in a very good family. So after getting born into that kind of a family, what you do is you will be able to Buddhi Yogam with your Buddhi, you will be able to connect to the knowledge that you had prepared yourself till the time you left your last previous body. Paurvadehikam lavate, that particular knowledge, whatever levels you were there, you will be able to get yourself connected to that with your buddhi. So Bhagavan is assuring that when you are already in the journey of realization, even if the body falls because of prarabdha, once you get a new body, in that body also, with the buddhi that you already have, with your buddhi, you will be able to get connected to the knowledge, to the extent of knowledge that you have developed in the previous body is able to give a kind of assurance. Now you will be able to give a lot of logical conclusions. No, there are some children at the age of 2, they can recognize so many ragas. Some children at the age of 4 or 5, they recite Veda mantras so well. There are some children at the age of 3, they recite the entire Narayaniyam and Bhagavatam. Why? How all these things are possible? It is all because they are able to get connected to whatever they left in the previous life. So that is what Bhagavan has told. If you ask me, it's very difficult to prove how all these things are, but Shastra is a pramanam for us, Gita is a pramanam for us. So here Bhagavan is assuring that Tatra, in that particular family, Tam Buddhi Sayogam, you'll be able to get connected to the Buddhi, Paurvadehikam Labate. Okay, whatever you had achieved in the earlier body. Then what do? Then yatate. Again, you have to start putting effort. You cannot be just like that, you get connected. You could not reach success because you are not able to get to realization. Now, from that particular place, again, yatate, again, you start putting effort. Then tataha, after that, uyaha, continuously after putting that in again and again, samsiddhau, then you will be able to get success. Guru Nandana, here he addresses him as Guru Nandana, as a child of Guru family. He is again telling that when you are going to be born, you are going to be born as a child only in some other family. Instead of addressing as Arjuna or Partha, he addresses him as Guru Nandana, a boy. Is trying to address him like that. So what Bhagavan is assuring is that whatever is the level to which a person was in terms of self-realization process, in the case of the body falling due to prarabdha, he will be able to again reach and pick up with his buddhi, he can get connected to that particular knowledge and then move on. To get connected to that knowledge, what happens is that he is getting birth in a good family, and then in the good family, he'll be able to pick up things very fast. Somebody, when they read something around some years ago, suddenly when somebody talks about that, you are able to pick up a lot of memory comes. Yes, I think I have done that in my engineering, I have done that in my so and so time. You are able to connect to a lot of things. That if you refer to certain things, immediately the knowledge that you have got will be able to get back into you. So whatever we read 20, 30 years back, also you would have forgotten. But suddenly when you start looking at those kinds of things, you are able to quickly grasp and get it like that. Similarly, the atmosphere, the family will be made conducive for these people to be born, and then they'll be able to utilize the resources in the family and then get connected, and resources will be available for them to quickly recap whatever they have been up to in the previous birth, and then from there they can start on, and then they'll be able to pursue with the journey for self-realization. This is a very, very great assurance that is Bhagavan is giving to everybody. Tatra tam buddhi sayogam lavate paurvadehikam yadate chattato bhuyah samsiddhau purunandana. So he said, you will be getting the success. You continue to work on your success. Samsiddhau purunandana. Next.
Gurumurti Mahodaya.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव
क्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
श्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः श्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
क्रियते हि avashopi, hyavashopi. Okay.
Kyavashopi sah. Kyavashopi sah.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः.
First word is purva abhyasena, means whatever abhyasa, whatever practice you have done in the past life, purva abhyasa, purva abhyasena, with the by the purva abhyasa, that's the meaning of it. Purva abhyasena tenaiva kriyate hyavashopi saha.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः.
Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
शब्दब्रह्मादि वर्तते
शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Next.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bhagini.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः.
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
First line 2 times.
Yes, sir. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
ह्यवशोऽपि सः
ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः.
Okay, next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Yes, sir. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः.
Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bhagini.
The second line once, 2 times.
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
The entire shloka once.
Yes, Mother. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
Entire shloka once.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
The full shloka.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Full shloka.
Yes, sir. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Next.
Vijayalakshmi R Bhagini. Vijayalakshmi R Bhagini. Ushat Srinivasan Bhagini.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Good. One more person. That will be
Shanti Badri Bhagini.
Yes. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
So, now what happens is that in the earlier shloka we said that he'll be able to get connected to the level of knowledge that he had already picked up in his purva, in the earlier past life. Now, say being in that particular place in the house of the good people, purvabhyasena tena, with the kind of abhyasa that he has done, with the kind of practice that he has done in his earlier life, purvabhyena tena, kriyate hyavashopi saha. Kriyate means he is led. He is being led by himself. Hyavashopi. If you look at the way avasham, we would have seen this avasha means in many places in indriyas. Indriyas are not under control and it goes on its own. No? It goes on its own. Avasham means you are not able to control them. It goes on its own when we talk about indriyas. In this case also, he says he is being led. Hyavashopi saha. He will not even have control on it because of his purva abhyasa. That itself will start leading him by itself. He will not be in the control. He will be in the control of the purva abhyasa, that will start leading him to do more and more of these kinds of knowledge seeking for the current life also. So here also he is avasha, but avasha in the right direction. It is automatically, he is being pushed, he is being led for this knowledge based on the purva abhyasa, whatever he has done in the purva with the past life. So Jignasurapi, though he becomes a kind of a person who is seeker of knowledge for what? Yogasya. Yoga means for getting realization. The realization is that Sarvam Brahmamayam or Samatvam of everything. That's what he is now looking forward to. Okay. So, based on the Purva Abhyasa, automatically he is led by himself to gain this knowledge again for self-realization. And then, when his starting point for him Shabda Brahmati Vartate. If you look at the Shabda Brahmam is all Veda. If you look at Veda, Veda is primarily lot of karma kanda in terms of how to do various kinds of karmas with the intention of getting karma phalas. But this particular person, he will go beyond that. He will go beyond Vedas in terms of where he is starting. What does it mean? Going beyond Vedas means he will go to Vedanta straight away. He will not be looking at karma kanda, then karma yoga, etc. Sorry, karma kanda and then karma and karma phalam, etc. He will straight away go to Vedanta, Shabda Brahma Ativartade. He will go beyond Vedas also in terms of how he is going to start his new life in this new body. Based on the Purva Abhyasa, whatever he has done in the previous life, led by Kriyate, Avashopi Saha, not led by, automatically he is being led by his buddhi and other things. And he will be able to straight away get into Vedanta's teaching and understanding for self-realization in the new body that he has taken, so that he does not lose out. So Bhagavan, what he is trying to tell in these slokas is that once you are in the spiritual journey of trying to know ourselves, because if you look at that way, there are only four purushartha, dharma, kama, moksha. Moksha is the highest form of liberation for the individuals, so that individuals will be able to merge with the Brahman. So when somebody is already in the journey of understanding the self, they say the journey has started and the body may fall, but as we know that there is going to be the Atma does not die, and then it is always going to get a new body. Sukshma Sarira will always get a new body. Then how that in the new body, again with the mind and buddhi, they'll be able to continue the journey of self-realization. They will not lose out. That is what Bhagavan is continuously giving a guarantee in terms of all the past slokas that we start. The 4 or 5 sloka that we have been reading now is very, very vocally confirming that don't worry, you will be able to continue this journey further. Do not worry. We continue to put your efforts. That's what is done. Next.
Sorry, Mrinalini Gopalan Bagini.
Prayatnatyatamaanastu.
Prayatnatyatamaanastu. Prayatnatyatamaanastu.
Yogi samshuddha kilvishaha.
Yogi samshuddha kilvishaha. Yogi samshuddha kilvishaha.
Prayatnatyatamaanastu. Yogi samshuddha kilvishaha.
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः.
Good. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bagini.
Aneka janma samsiddhihi.
अनेक जन्म संसिद्धिः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धिः
Tato yati parangatim.
ततो याति पराङ्गतिम् ततो याति पराङ्गतिम्
Aneka janma samsiddhihi. Tato yati parangatim.
अनेक जन्म संसिद्धिं अनेक जन्म संसिद्धिः ततो याति पराङ्गतिम् अनेक
Some siddha, I made a wrong pronunciation perhaps.
अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति पराङ्गतिम् अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति पराङ्गतिम्.
Anupama Bhatt Bagini.
Prayatnatyatamaanastu yogi samshuddha kilvishaha.
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्
अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम् अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्
Next.
Vijayalakshmi R Bhagini.
Right. Sorry, can you first read 2 times?
प्रयत्नात्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्धकिल्बिषः प्रयत्नात्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्धकिल्बिषः
Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
Second line 2 times.
अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम् अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्
Good. Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bhagini.
The full shloka once.
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्. One more time.
No, it's okay. Fine. Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
The full shloka once.
Yes, Mother. प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्.
Good. Next.
K Lalita Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, full shloka.
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
Full shloka.
प्रयत्नात्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्.
Samshuddha kilbishah. Ka is first ka. Samshuddha kilbishah. Okay.
योगी संशुद्ध शुद्ध किल्बिषः.
Yeah. Next.
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
The full shloka.
प्रयत्नात्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्धकिल्बिषः अनेकजन्म सिद्धः तो याति परां गतिम्.
Good. One more person.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्.
Good. Okay. We'll go to the meaning of the shloka. So, prayatnat yadamanaha. Tu means however. Prayatnat yadamanastu. Yadamanastu. Prayatnat means, it is prayatna and yadamana, both of them are close to one another in terms of meaning. However, prayatnat can be by the will of one individual. Okay, prayatna. I need to have the will for doing things. So, prayatnat yadamanastu. One, I can have a will for doing something and then I have to put effort also. It cannot be only in my internal decision that I want to do it, but I have to put effort also. So, prayatnat yatamanaha yogi samshuddha kilbishah. So, this particular person who has been doing this in the previous life also, having got a birth in a good family, he is continuing that, and then with continuous effort, with his will and continuous effort, he is able to continuously come out of all the impurities and afflictions and other things in himself, antakarana. So So samshuddha kilbishaha, he is able to get rid of all those kinds of impurities in him, and he is able to make himself very clean. Then it is not one in this life he has made straight away into a self-realized person. So there has been so many lives he would have been struggling to, he would have been in this journey. So Aneka Janma, he has been working on this realization effort for so many lives, and each life he starts, new life he starts with whatever he has done in the previous life. And Aneka Janma, so many lives he has taken and done with that path of self-realization that he has taken, some siddha, it is all consummating it properly. Then tato, once it consummates properly by form of realization of the individual, tataha, then yati, he will be able to gain or reach parangatim, he will be able to realize Brahman himself, or he himself will become Brahman, or we also say that he is going to reach the Paramagadi, he is going to get the best superior gati, which is nothing but realizing the Brahman in ourselves as the Brahman everywhere else. So, prayatnati yadamanastu yogi samshuddha pilvishaha aneka janma samsiddha. So, it is not that in just one life one will be able to come out of it. There could have been effort that is required over many lives, and then we start off with the same thing in the subsequent life, and then we continue because in the previous shloka we have been told that Priyate Shavashopisaha, you will be led and then you will be also out of your own, involuntarily you will be put into this particular kind of journey. So, with all these things, Aneka Janma Samsiddha, so many Janmas, whatever you have been trying, that becomes successful, and then you will be able to achieve the Parangatim. You will be able to achieve or realize yourself as the Brahman, Sarvam Brahmamayam. You will have the Samatvam of everything. All those kinds of things you will be able to achieve. That is what Bhagavan has told in this shloka. Maybe I can take one more shloka.
Shanti Badri Bhagini.
Tapasvibhyo dikho yogi.
Tapasvibhyo dhiyo dikho yogi.
Tapasvibhyaha adikaha yogi. It is superior to tapasvi. Tapasvibhyaha adikaha. Jnanibhyaha adikaha. Karmibhyaha adikaha. Like that it comes. So tapasvibhyo dikho yogi.
Tapasvibhyo dikho yogi.
Correct. Yeah, go ahead. Once again.
Tapasvibhyo dikho yogi.
Good. Jnanibhyo matho dikaha.
Jnanibhyopi madhodikaha. Jnanibhyopi madhodikaha.
Tapasvibhyo dikho yogi. Jnanibhyopi matho dikaha.
Tapasvibhyo dikho yogi. Jnanibhyopi madhodikaha. Tapasvibhyo dikho yogi. Jnanibhyopi madhodikaha.
Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Karmibhyascha dikho yogi.
कर्मभ्यश्चाधिको योगी कर्मभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
Karmibhyascha dikho yogi. Karmibhya, not karmabhya, karmi. Karmibhya.
कर्मिभ्य सचोदि कर्मिभ्य सचाधिको योगी
Karmibhyascha dikho yogi.
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna.
तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन
Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. He is Dita.
तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन.
Okay. Next.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bhagini.
Karmibhyascha dikho yogi.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bhagini. Okay, Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन
तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन
Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
कर्मेभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन कर्मेभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
Both the lines once.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
Both the lines once.
Yes, sir. तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
The full shloka once.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R Bhagini.
Full shloka.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Full shloka.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन.
Okay, so in this verse, Bhagavan says, you become Tasmad Yogi Babajuna. He says, Arjuna, you become a yogi. Yogi, in a sense, he is telling him that you need to be a person who has got Samadarshana. Samadarshana or Samatvam. That Samatvam means what? The self in me is self in everybody. That is the level of understanding. That kind of yogi means Samatvam, Samadarshana yogi. So he wants Arjuna to become a Samadarshana yogi. Okay. He wants him to go to the exalted levels of yoga. Yoga means exalted level of his own awareness. But what he is now telling in this is tapasvibhyaha adhikaha. If you are just doing a meditation, those who are doing meditation but who are yet to realize, he says that this yogi is definitely adhikaha. He is superior to tapasvi. That is, those who are just meditating, he is going to be superior to that person. Jnanibhyo api adhikaha mataha. Jnanibhyo means those who are only scholarly in terms of knowledge. They have got a lot of knowledge. They have read Vedanta, they have read all Upanishads, etc. But still they have not realized themselves. Okay. So you may be having a scholarly pursuit, you would have been excellent in terms of scholarly understanding. But this particular self-realization of Samatvam, Samadarshanam, etc. is superior to even just having a scholarly understanding of things. So Jnanibhyo api adhikaha mataha. Mataha means considered. It is considered to be superior to that also. Karmibhyascha adhikaha. A person who is just going to be in actions, world of actions. With respect to that also, this is going to be a much superior, exalted position one can be. So you kindly, Arjuna, you please try to become that yogi. But now, Arjuna is being told to become that yogi. But to become that yogi, Arjuna has, now he told Arjuna that you are not fit to be a sannyasi. So he has got to be a first karma yogi, then only he can become a sannyasi. So he says that this is your ultimate vision, what you have got to accomplish as a part of a human life. Ultimate vision is to realize oneself. But for realizing that, one has got to be a karma yogi also. And then from karma yogi, you have got to have antakarma chutti. Then you have got to get into jnana. Then do meditation. Then try to ensure that the jnana is absolutely seated in subconscious levels. And then recognize your true sense. So it is a very big process that is involved, Arjuna. So now you have to understand the high vision that you have got to accomplish in the pursuit of Purushartha. That is, you have got to, moksha is one of the important Purushartha that you have to accomplish. But the process is karma yogi is also important. You are a karma yogi. Now your thing is you have to go and do the fighting. You cannot now run away. Karma yoga, you have to do the fight or the war with the attitude of karma yoga. That is what he is telling. But he has also given a higher vision for Arjuna. Don't stop with karma yoga. You have got to go there. But at this point in time, you have got to be a karma yogi. Okay. So that is the kind of vision Bhagavan has given to Arjuna. Maybe we'll close with this shloka, and we got only one more shloka which we'll take it up tomorrow and close this chapter. And then we'll also discuss about summary of the 6 chapters. Somebody wanted to discuss on that. We'll quickly go to the 6 chapter summary tomorrow. Okay. Now. अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकम् यत ते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव क्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्धकिल्बिषः अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति पराङ्गतिम् तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री